Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Tilo Mad coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we got an exclusive clip from the Mad Awesome Show. If you guys don't know what this is, it's a podcast that I do with Calvin Awesome on a weekly basis. The links are going to be down below in the description for Spotify and iTunes if you want to hear the whole thing. If not, catch us live. We do this on a weekly basis, 7 p.m. Eastern on Calvin Awesome's channel on Twitch. And that's going to be in the description as well as all our other links as well, if you can give us some love. But all right, guys, let's get into this video, and hopefully you guys enjoy this and give your brother some love. Go listen to the whole video or the whole podcast. But all right, guys, later.
And we are back for the Mad Awesome Show. How's it going, Tila? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm excited for today. We got some stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we do. I mean, it was kind of looking scarce there for a second, and then I don't know where we get the calendar, and maybe this could have been I'm excited, but maybe this could have been a little bit better. So obviously the biggest news before we can get to anything else is 3v3 is back. So I've been talking for a little, I've been stumbling for a minute here. Tilo, tell us how you doing and what do you think?
I'm excited for it. For me personally, I always do better in 3v3. I don't know why it's like that. I do enjoy 5v5, I would say a little bit more than 3v3, but I just find it like a fun game mode. It's really one of those game modes that really emphasizes kits and your knowledge of those kits. And for us, especially with our new game, hopefully we start doing better.
Yeah, it really does. Like you said, it emphasizes kits because I think what a lot of the time we do in 5v5, just because it's the entire game, is we get into these habits where we don't always understand kits. We just know that something works. Like, I remember I was beating C teams with SLKR, and this works in 5v5 or 3v3, so this is a bad example. But I was using SLKR to beat C every single time. I didn't know how C's kit worked. I just knew that SLKR beat him every single time without fail. So it does really emphasize, because it tests how much you know, and it really is a different game. But so you seem kind of positive about it. Are you happy? Would you say you're happy that it's back?
I'm happy. I know a lot of the community, sometimes they can get up in arms about it, but it's one of those things that gives you a little bit of a spice onto GAC and just a little bit of twist. It's always nice to being able to have some variety in GAC, and especially because we haven't had it in the longest. It's going to be chaos in the beginning, but
it is, yeah.
I think it's going to be fun chaos because everybody's going to be learning and relearning our strats that we did how many months ago? It's been a minute.
Oh, and so yeah, you're totally right. It's been a minute since we've done it, but even on top of that, the meta in GAC, even in 5v5, has changed drastically. Number one, Omicrons, and also all like the Legends characters. We didn't have any of them. Like Mara, Dash, Kyle, all of these tunes are brand new.
Oh yeah, and then Omicrons too, like you said, it's going to be ridiculous. Some of these Omicrons that maybe aren't getting as much shine as they do in 5v5 are really going to just come up to the surface. One in particular I really think is going to be pretty good is Akbar. Akbar and Leia, you got to watch out for that combo. That combo definitely could be something. Another one too is going to be Director Krennic. I think Director Krennic is going to be really disgusting. Don't really know offensively or defensively just yet. I don't have it, but I'm interested to see the reports on it.
Well, I agree with you. So I still, for the record, I don't necessarily still love either of those Omicrons, but their viability just goes up because the characters that you would want on those teams, for example, Krennic pretty much lives or dies on Death Trooper. He lives or dies on Death Trooper. And in 5v5, you can't give him Death Trooper. You have to have, if you want to have a good Iden team and a good General Veers team, which are significantly better than anything Krennic could ever do, you have to have death on either one of them. So that changes the field to the point where Krennic can take death and maybe even one other trooper.
Oh yeah, and that's the reason why 5v5 or 3v3 is going to be fun. We're going to have to just piecemeal some of these teams, and who knows, some of these teams may take a hit. One of them in particular I'm really looking at is Iden. Not really sure if Iden's going to translate from 5v5 the way she is pretty much a crazy team to 3v3. That one's going to be interesting. Even Dash too. Dash is going to be interesting as well. You're really only going to have Dash as the damage dealer and maybe one more.
And it'll probably be Dash, L3, and Vandor. That would have to be my assumption, just because they're the three main core in there anyways, and like Dash is a damage dealer. Beyond having a good lead, he is a good damage dealer, and then the other two kind of do everything else, I guess.
But even that team, like, really the only damage dealer is Dash. Yes, Vandor can go off pretty heavily sometimes too, but it's going to be interesting. Different comps, different counters too. Counters are going to open up definitely. And I'm really interested to see what comes back from the old meta 3v3. I'm going to take a little deep dive during the week break and kind of dust off some of these old school counters that we had.
Oh man, I've been thinking about it. I've been putting together the rest of the video for my last JC match, but I'm already thinking about the videos that I want to make on this, because there's so much relevant stuff happening right now. So much relevant stuff happening with 3v3. It just really needs to be talked about. But I'm excited because I like variety, and I think it felt like we were getting a lot of good variety with GAC for the longest time, just with the dropping of the Omicrons. So this month to me, I still like it. It's still my favorite game mode, but this month felt a little stale, GAC wise, because we didn't get a new Omicron. So last time we got Wampa, which completely changed the board. Before that, we got Iden. And then before that was all of them. So this is like the first month that feels kind of stagnant. Like not a lot has changed. And they also probably shouldn't be releasing a completely game-changing Omicron once a month. That would be too much. But so 3v3 shakes that up. I'm game, man. I'll love it.
Oh yeah, like it's gonna be really, really interesting. I'm really interested to see what Wampa can do too, if it changes anything. Some of the stuff that he is. Maybe he can take out some more GLs. Maybe Ray. Maybe a couple of something else. I'm really interested. Qui-Gon's gonna be good too, and I'm right there with you. Diversity is key, and that's what 3v3 provides.
I 100% agree. I think Wampa and Qui-Gon are definitely going to go up in viability. They're going to be much more pain in the butt than they were before. And on top of that, there are also some. They're not getting nerfed, but there's some Omicrons that are definitely going down in viability. Like poor Zam, man. Like you might still be able to use her somewhere, but she will not be doing what she did before. Like you're not using Zam to snipe out Cat. Like that's just not happening now. There's too many other pieces that you need to make that team work, and she's not going to do it by herself, I don't think.
No, because what are you going to do to snipe Cat? Aura, Cat, and Mando? That's definitely not going to work.
No, yeah. But like I said, I'm excited for it. It'll be good to make videos on. It'll shake things up a little bit. But yeah, I do want to see where Wampa goes as well, because right now there have been a lot of people trying to Wampa-proof their boards. That's going to get really hard with the amount of teams coming up, because like there's only so much tenacity down in the game.
Oh no, there's no way you do it in 3v3s. I don't think it's going to be too easy for him. Some of these teams that maybe he wasn't able to reach in 5v5s, just the amount of damage that is reduced by not having 2 extra characters in there, he's going to be able to take out a lot of stuff. I'm interested. What if he could take out DR? I know he does it already in 5v5 with certain counters, but that'd be cool if he does it in 3v3.
Yeah, there's no Malik there. I don't see why not. That's pretty much will make or break it every single time.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it.
I am too. All right, but I think that pretty much covers it. We can get into more specifics later on, I'm sure. We still have another week or two before it actually goes live, because we have this week, there's still 5v5, and then we have the break.
Bye, Felicia.